Hi, my name's Yvonne and I'm an independent UK Stampin' Up demonstrator, and welcome to Stamp Around UK for May. And this month's theme is all about weddings. So in my crafting journey, I have done various things for weddings. I've done table favours, I've done the invitations, I've done the tags, the name tags for the tables and things like that. And it's always, weddings are always stressful anyway. But if you're making your own invitations and you want something quite simple for your table decorations, something quite easy but looks effective. So what I'm going to do today is a little bag. Now I'll show you my little prototype. This is some cute rainbow paper. So yeah, this is the bag, and I'll just give you some measurements. So we're talking about 12 centimetres in height, which is about 4 3/4, and talking about, it'll be 2 3/4 across, or 7 centimetres. So it's a nice size bag. Now I can show you, I've got a little empty bottle of a whiskey, and that fits fine in there. So that's one idea. I know there's different sorts of bottles, but this is the little bag. Now I'm going to be using some Designs in Series paper, which is from the Symbols of Fortune, and I really like this paper. It's really pretty. You've got like the boughs of the branches and the white blossom. So it's really pretty paper, and this comes in 12 by 12s. So I've cut this down. Right. So here is my template, and I always do templates for jobs like this, just so that I can refer back to them at a later date, because if not, what ends up happening is I ended up ripping a bag apart that I'd already made. So these were some Halloween bags that I made to put sweets in. So now I've got my own template, then I'll remember what I need to do. Right, so it's 6 by 6 cardstock, and you'll score at 1/2 inch and 2 3/4 of an inch all the way down. You'll turn it round, and this score mark here is at 1 3/8 of an inch. Then we have another score mark at 1 3/8 there, and another score mark at 4 1/8 of an inch. When you've got that, then you need to cut out this bottom part, and then just do an angle cut, and then do an angle cut at the top. So I'll do that now. So hopefully you can see that. So I'll just do my 1/2 inch score there, and then the 2 3/4. And then here I'm doing the 1 3/8. 1 2 1 2 3. I normally score at the bottom of my scoring tool, but so you can see what I'm doing, I'm scoring at the top. So this score mark here, you want to do just that first line, and again It's there. Right, so I've got my score marks in place, so I'm just going to fold over those bits first, and then we will start cutting. So if you look at the links below, that will show you all the other demonstrators that are joining this video hop for May for the wedding theme. So please check out what they're going to be doing. I'm looking forward to seeing their designs. And it's as simple as that. I've just remembered I've not cut down the these, but never mind, I'll just cut through double the amount. Should be okay. So I should have done this before I glued it, but it doesn't matter if you haven't. Now, all I'm going to do on this is use my double oval punch. And let me see if I can get a piece of gold. So this is some gold foil card. It's a little bit scrabby, but for demonstration purposes it'll be fine. So I'm going to punch out that. What I recommend is, if you are going to be stamping a lot of things, then it's a good idea to use a Stamparatus. It's not essential, but I think it makes all the difference in the world. So I'm just using the silhouette, and I'm placing in my oval into there. It'll stay there. I'll use my magnet just to keep it in place, because you don't want it sliding about. Right. Now the stamp set I am using is this one here, which is Days to Remember, and I'm using a Day to Remember to stamp. But this is a great stamp set because you've got a perpetual calendar, and you've got lots of little stamps as well. You can use this to send save the date out. So if you want to match it, then you'll be able to do that as well. So yeah, this is a great stamp set, and this is one that I will not get rid of if it retires. So it's well worth having it. It's photopolymer. Right. So as I said, because of doing multiples, I would position my stamp set about there. Pick it up. Now, don't worry if it moves, because you put the magnet in place, so you can position it back in. And then I'm just going to use basic grey to ink up this stamp. Let's put that under there. Press it down. Oops. And there we go. So if you're stamping a lot of a repetitive stamping, then the Stamparatus is a godsend. And I remember when I was doing some other wedding invitations, the Stamparatus hadn't come out and I was using a different platform, a stamping platform. And when I found out that these had removable plates, I was like, I must have it, even though I'd finished all the wedding invitations, because I got 2 concentric circles that were intertwined with each other. So I was having to mark on my particular platform where the position of one circle was and where the position was another one. I had to stick it on and everything. It was just very long-winded, but that was the only tool that I had at the time. But then, as I say, Stampin' Up brought the Stamparatus out, and it's double plates. So I'd been well away with that one because I was also heat embossing as well. So that was time consuming, but yes, so well worth the investment if you're going to be doing mass producing something like that. Right, so we'll just finish off. So I'm just using my dimensionals. Now I'd really appreciate it if you'd subscribe to my channel, because I'm nearing my 300 mark of subscribers, and once I reach that milestone then I'll be having a giveaway. So if you want to have a go at winning something, then please help me reach my goal. So I'm just popping that on there. And there we go. So you can make these in advance and just slide them flat, and then when you require them, then just build them up. And all you need to do is just squeeze the bottom, pop the squares, and then stick them nicely, and then that's the box ready to go. You just need to position, make sure you position where you're putting your glue if you want your little label to stick up a little bit. This is one that I did earlier, so that's all stuck. And the top, because of the shape of the box, it actually keeps closed. So as long as there isn't anything too bulky, you don't have to put a hole in there and put a ribbon in there as well. So, but yeah, I think they're really pretty. I say they'd look lovely on a table. Now, just to show you something, a little another variation of it. Here's one where I've just used a stamp. So on this case, I've used a white pigment ink on the smoky slate cardstock. Done the same thing again, where I've cut, and this time I've actually cut up the sides before I stuck it together. And the stamps that I've used for this is the Amazing Silhouettes. So I've just used this one here. I may possibly should reuse this one instead, but I was just basically practicing to see what it would look like. And then again, I've just folded everything down ready for it to be stuck together, and I can use the same oval punch, and oops, keep having things clattering around. I lost my cardstock. That's the other one. So yeah, I've used the same oval punch, and this time I've used some champagne coloured foil for that one. And then with this one, if you wanted to make it a little bit more decorative, then possibly put a ribbon at the back of your little oval, and then you're ready to get it together. So I hope you've enjoyed my video of these little gift bags, and I hope to speak to you soon. Enjoy the rest of the hop with all the other demos. Please have a look at their links below, and I'll see you next time. Thank you very much. Bye bye.